Is entitled An Overview of Minhagim, Jewish Customs, Part 2, the role of the number 3. So everyone always assumes when you do something 3 times, it becomes a minhag. Now that's not off. There's definitely truth to that. But it's not as simple as one may think. People assume, I go ahead, I stand for laning 3 times, I'm bound by it. I do any humrah, I take something upon myself without taking it upon myself. I just do it 3 times. I wear a hat for davening, I wear a jacket for davening. I do it 3 times. I'm bound by it. So that's true, but it's not simple. If one goes into the Gemara and the Rishonim, the early authorities on the topic, you do not see 3 mentioned. The Shulchan Aruch, 500 years ago, Rav Yosef Karo writes in Yoredei Reish Yud Daled Sif Aleph, person goes ahead and takes something upon himself, and in his mind, he doesn't verbalize it. If he verbalizes it, then it would be from the Torah. He didn't verbalize it. He just thought in his mind he's going to do it, and he does it afilu pa'am achat. That's the Shulchan Aruch's language. Even one time, he does it. He has in mind, I'm going to wear a jacket. I think that's respectful for davening. He doesn't say it. And then he wears the jacket that first time. That's it. He's locked in. Not a word about 3 times. So from the Shulchan Aruch, it would seem that when you go ahead and you think that you're going to do something and then you act upon it one time, you're locked in and that's it. However, the Achron, the Shulchan, and others do say that if you didn't think about it and do it, but you did it 3 times, ragil, if you're ragil bazeh, then that becomes a custom as well. So if you wear a jacket 3 times, or you get dressed up in any other way that you consider mechubad, respectful way for davening, put on your nicest shirt for davening, and you always do that, and dress up more than your usual dress, so then you do it 3 times, that could be a binding minhag. If you go ahead and say, you think to yourself, I'm going to wear a jacket and do something respectful for davening, and then you do it once, you're locked in, and then the Achronim say, you do something 3 times, even though you didn't think about it, that becomes a custom as well. Not everyone agrees on that 3 times. Shterbach talks about maybe 2 times. Chazaka is 3. But this is a question of being ragil, a custom, maybe even after 2 times. The minhag in the world generally is when we do something 3 times, and it's interesting. A proof of this is from Hatarat Nidarim that we say on Erev Rosh Hashanah. What do we say on Erev Rosh Hashanah? We say something which I've done 3 times. So it seems like the minhag of the world is like this opinion of 3 times, like the Aruch HaShulchan, who writes in the Halachot of Rosh Hashanah, that it's 3 times. So it turns out, from the Torah level, when I verbalize something, I am going to go ahead and stand up for davening, stand up for laning. I'm going to wear a jacket for davening. Then I do it in a language of Anet, that's from the Torah. The midrabanan minhag level is where I go ahead and I have in mind I am going to put on a jacket for davening, and then I do it even once. Or if I wear a jacket 3 times, even without thinking, but I do it 3 times, then that could become a minhag as well, according to many, many achronim. Therefore, whenever a person wants to take a practice upon himself but doesn't want to be locked into it, he should say, I am doing this, beli neder. When I wear a jacket, I stand up for laning, I'm doing it as a nice thing, but I don't want to feel bound by it. It's not a neder, not from the Torah, and not from the Rabbanan as well. Shalom.